Hi, PYC community. I'm happy to offer everybody some free guided meditations. Um, if you've been to my class before, you know that we always do a journaling exercise after. So there will be two recordings, one of the meditation, which is just audio. Um, and when you start this meditation, just make sure you are on a comfortable cushion or chair, and you can pause it at any time you need to. And then the second recording will be the journaling questions. So just make sure you have a journal, a pen, paper, whatever you need, and just take your time to enjoy this moment where we all can feel calm and take some time to go within and just use these practices to take care of yourself, to reflect on things and enjoy. Thank you, and hope to see you back in the studio soon. Bye. Hi, and welcome to this guided meditation with Becky. Today we're going to work on the topic of vulnerability. So again, if you're new to a meditation practice, just find a comfortable seated place to sit where you won't be disturbed, maybe on a cushion, a pillow, or chair, and just gently start to settle in to your seated position. If you're sitting on a pillow or the floor or a cushion, gently fold your legs in front of you, and if you're sitting on a chair, just plant your feet securely on the ground. Again, if you have any back issues or need some extra support, just rest your body against the wall and keep your back straight and upright. So gently settle into your seated position and slowly begin to close your eyes. As you begin to go into this practice, just begin to tune into your breath. Tune into the body. And just begin to notice what's going on inside. Where do you feel the breath most strongly? Maybe it's in the belly. You can feel the belly moving in and out gently. Maybe you feel the chest. Or maybe you feel it in the nostrils, just above the upper lip. Your hands can rest gently in your lap, or on your legs or your knees. You can just feel as the breath moves in and out. And we'll just begin to pay attention about what's going on inside the body. Maybe physically, mentally, emotionally, or energetically. Just tuning into any of these sensations. And embracing all of these sensations with an open heart. And as we begin to dive into the topic of vulnerability, imagine wrapping yourself in a big blanket of light. This protective light makes you feel safe in opening up your heart. You can imagine the light pouring down from above you, wrapping all over your whole body, from your head to your neck, to your shoulders, down your chest and your back and your belly, covering your legs and your feet, and finally touching the ground. This protective light makes you feel safe in opening your heart. And just sit in this protective blanket of light. Letting it calm you. Letting this security wash over you and your body. Making you feel safe and protected. And just sit with this feeling for the next few moments. Then continue to breathe into the body and begin to soften all parts of the body, starting with the forehead, the eyes, unclenching the jaw, and just begin to release any tension you may be holding on to in your shoulders, your neck, your back, your hips, your legs, moving all the way down to your feet. Just take the next minute or so to do a full body scan, allowing yourself the space to relax and soften all parts of the body. And as you do this, begin to deepen your breath. Now place your hands on your heart and repeat the following 3 phrases silently to yourself. All parts of me are loved. All parts of me are accepted. All parts of me are welcome and present. And we're going to say it one more time, repeating it to yourself, and really feel into your body, taking in these statements, allowing them to wash over you. And take a deep breath in with each statement that you say to yourself. All parts of me are loved. All parts of me are accepted. All parts of me are welcome and present. Now take a minute to sit with this openness and acceptance you've created in the body. Feel the walls that you've built up over time and around your heart begin to melt. And if you begin to get scared or feel fearful of this openness, just think back to your blanket of light and how it's still protecting you, wrapped around you with the sense of security. Just breathe into whatever you're feeling in this moment, leaning into this openness that we've created in the body, in the heart, and the mind. And now let's take our hands together and we'll rub them really fast. To create some heat, and continue to do this after you feel the warmth. And place them on a part of your body which you feel most vulnerable. Maybe it's your heart, your throat, your chest, your legs. Just put them any place where you need to bring heat and energy and healing to this part of your body. And as you place them on this place, let the warmth melt into the body and feel the gratitude and compassion here you feel for taking this time to do this practice for yourself, for tuning into your vulnerability. Just begin to breathe into the place where your hands are. Sending all of your energy to this place, releasing any tension that you may be holding, any constriction, any fear, continuing to create a space of openness. Vulnerability is our most accurate measurement of courage. The original meaning of the word courage was to tell your story with your whole heart. And take a few minutes to think about the last time you were vulnerable. Maybe it's just sitting with your thoughts in this challenging time where we don't know what the future holds. Taking the time to slow down, change your routines and habits. And just knowing that vulnerability does not mean weakness. It means you have the courage to be imperfect and authentic. Live in this moment of vulnerability, knowing you are in a safe space, remembering you're covered in a blanket of love, kindness, compassion, and embrace your feelings with an open heart. And if you get distracted and caught up in thought, you can always come back to the breath and continue to breathe into this place where your hands are providing warmth and compassion to the body. Observe your thoughts and experiences as they pass through your mind. What physical sensations do you feel in the body now? And know that whatever you feel is okay. Continue to pay attention to what you feel in your emotions, in your mood. And as if you were to offer a beloved friend or family member loving kindness that they need, think about what it is that you need in this moment. Think about how you can offer these kind words and compassion to yourself. We can't practice compassion with others if we can't treat ourselves kindly. To just take the next moment to think about what you need for yourself. Maybe it's the reconnecting with friends or family through a video chat. Maybe it's a gentle yoga practice. Maybe it's just reading a book and having some solitude. Just think about whatever it is you need in this moment. Maybe it's simply just offering yourself some words of encouragement. And once again, we're going to repeat the 3 phrases silently to ourselves to bring awareness and gratitude back into our heart. All parts of me are loved. All parts of me are accepted. All parts of me are welcome and present. Now take a minute to come back to your heart. Send thanks to your heart center for allowing yourself to be vulnerable today. What makes us vulnerable makes us beautiful, makes us authentic, and connect with our true self. Although vulnerability is the core of fear, it is the birthplace of joy, of creativity, of belonging, and of love. And anytime you step back into your vulnerability practice, just remember the golden blanket that covers you with the sense of security, well-being, and love. And just take a few breaths, deep breaths to yourself. Breathe into the idea of letting yourself be seen. Breathe into the idea of loving with our whole heart, even though there's no guaranteed what will happen. Breathe into practicing gratitude and joy in these moments of fear. And breathe into believing that we're enough. Let's take one last deep breath in together. Breathing into courage and into what your heart desires. Feeling the white light wrapped around you, keeping you safe. And as our practice slowly comes to a close, begin to come back to the room. Begin to bring your attention to where your feet touch the floor. Gently become back into your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. In this journaling practice, this is an extension of your meditation. So this is just for you to reflect on anything that you may have experienced or felt, or any sensations you had during the meditation practice. This journaling exercise is part of all of my classes that I teach, and it's just to allow you to take the time to reflect on anything you may have experienced. You can write how much or as little as you want, and feel free to pause this recording at any time to lengthen the amount of time for your writing. So today I'll ask you 3 different questions. Number 1, how did it feel to step into vulnerability? How did it feel to step into vulnerability? And where did you feel any sensations in the body? Number 2, how did changing the idea of vulnerability into courage change the way you feel about this word? How did changing the idea of vulnerability into courage change the way you feel about this word? And number 3, how can you incorporate what you learned in this meditation into your daily life? Again, how can you incorporate what you learned in this meditation into your daily life? Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope you continue up your meditation practice and journaling exercises, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.